What's going on, YouTube? I hope everybody's doing good. This is just kind of I had a little bit of time to kill. I was jumping on here. I don't expect any moderators. I don't expect anything. If you're here, I'm glad you're here. If you don't mind, hit the like button. I had a few minutes to spend before I gotta go into a meeting. So I was just sitting here thinking, though, I've been kind of messaging back and forth with Cap and stuff like that, you know, and I was putting it out there right in the get-go, always wondering, is there anybody that knows of, or has a friend or a roofing contractor, but does anybody do a lease? And what I mean by that is like a lease by like leasing a vehicle, a commercial vehicle. I've looked into it years back, and I'm talking for business, right? For your service. So it's got to be like a full-fledged service van. I'm sure you can probably do the trucks. I don't know if they do like the 2500s or the 3500s. I'm just putting it out there. It's something, if you come across this video, you're always more welcome to ask me, or I'm sorry, to email me. Email me at the Daveadubson@gmail.com. And then, otherwise, some of you guys got my number. You can always text me. And like I said, if you're cruising through, hit the like button. Just wakes up the algo. But anywho, I guess I'm just going to go kind of a little bit of rant on some of that stuff because, you know, it always makes me wonder with the vehicles, right? Because, you know, I never quite understand it because our vendors, right, our garage door vendors will typically... they lease those trucks. They lease the big box trucks that they bring garage doors on. I don't know. I'm assuming you guys get them too. Hey, what's up, Sky? I'm glad you're here. And you guys are more welcome as I'm sitting here just kind of killing time, just talking to my, you know, it's better than talking to myself. I do that a lot, you know. So I just figured I'd sit here and kind of brainstorm with you guys on it. Cheers. That's right. Hey, look at this too. I got Wes with me today. Wes, look at Wes. Wes go, but Wes getting pretty raw. I love Wes. Wes does good for me. I'm going to get another Wes if I lose that Wes. But, you know, I was just wondering if anybody, because I used to watch a guy, I don't think he really does YouTube anymore. It was Toe Piglet. And he used to do, he was a hot shotter. And, it's from Korea. Oh, wow, man. Hello. Hope you're doing good. Hope things are okay over there. So what I was wondering was, you know, it seems like I looked at the numbers one time, you know, it was kind of out there, but I was just wondering if there's another company. I think it was through Enterprise. Holy cow, we jumped up. And like I said, if you guys are jumping through, whatever, try to keep it somewhat cool, clean. Sky's here, so Sky will keep you in check. And then also don't forget, hit the like button if you're coming through and you're just passing through, checking on things. I had a feeling things might get a little crazy. So you might have to keep an eye on some of it, Sky, for me if you got the time. If not, I understand. I know it's kind of early, so we don't have a lot of moderators, but I kind of expected things might fluctuate. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And so hello to everyone. But anywho, like I said, you know, Enterprise was one of them. I don't know of any other ones out there. Now, here's the thing. I've thought about this at one time, right? Now, I know this is not real feasible, but I really thought about one time. I was like, because vehicles are obviously nothing but a money pit, right? Service vehicles. I know I've used it a couple times because I've had a couple guys in the past that their vehicles, you know, something they, you know, I'd have these one guys, right? These one guys would come in, you know, they certain kind of class, right? And they would they do the whole hey, guess I'm not working today. Yeah, why is that? Truck won't start, you know, or van won't start, you know. Okay. Well, we need at least get 1 or 2 service calls. So what I would do is we have a U-Haul right down the road, and I'd say, nope. I say, we have an account down there. You just go down there, have one of the guys drive you down there, grab a U-Haul van and pull your stuff out, which I know is an inconvenience, but hey, like I said, when you're hustling, and at least if you can get 1 service call or 2 service calls versus 0 service calls, it's still better than nothing, right? So, you know, but I know U-Haul obviously, it ain't really show worthy, and it adds up. But I was just putting it out there to see if anybody has any ideas or has entertained or a friend or a family member that does something maybe in the roofing business or whatever, the fencing business, landscape business. I go, there's got to be somebody out there that wants to take your money that would do a lease. If they do them on big trucks, I just don't see why they don't do them on small vehicles in a sense versus, I know you can do something for a couple weeks and stuff like that, but I just saw something a little bit more long term that was somewhat reasonable. You know what I mean? Just something to think about. Let me go through these comments just to kind of see. I don't want to be rude, but all of a sudden it kind of popped in real quick, Amazing. Is it elevators are amazing? Hey, says hey. I can't, was that Real Zintzes? Says hi. I hope you're doing good. How you doing? Doing good. Human contains quantity of particles from universal web that makes are considered our universe. Hi. I see twos here. What's up, two? Midday live. Gotta love it. All right. Is that live? Yeah, live it. Love it. Must be. Amazing. Elevators are amazing. I said I just watched some of your garage door tutorial videos, and they were pretty interesting to see. Oh, cool. If you got any, I don't know if you're thinking about getting into the garage door business or anything like that, but if you got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Like I said, I got a split probably, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so maybe, but you're more welcome. I'm just curious too. Are you going to get into it? You already been doing it? Do you do any kind of outside? Let me know. Just let me know. Ask questions. It doesn't hurt to ask the questions. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Two says love it. There he goes. He's got it. House sky overhead. Hey, look at that. And like I said, it's in a different. I can't read the little language. It's definitely. I don't know if that's translated. It says, I meant hi. So that's cool. I hope you're doing good. I think Sky's doing all right. Sky, how you doing today, Sky? You doing pretty good, Sky? You feeling pretty good? How's the weather? The weather's probably better than here. We got, what is it? I think it's 16 degrees. We're sitting at 16 degrees. Wind, roughly. The wind hasn't been as bad as I thought, but it's 20, 30 miles an hour. Took today, says did a YouTube algorithm took me today. Oh, the YouTube, huh? They sucked you in. Is it Bliss you or something 94? Lynn says hi. Lynn, hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a great day. The weather. Now it's hard to believe in a couple days it's gonna be 40 degrees though. So all this white stuff behind me is gonna go away. And we got about we're sitting about I'd say we're at about the 5 to 6 inches of snow. So that's kind of amazing. It says I have a little bit interest in garage door business, but unfortunately I don't have plans to be in the garage door business since it's a lot of work and requires a lot of training to do. Yeah. There's never a bad time. Sometimes it's never a bad time just to at least start dabbling. You know what I mean? Like if you could do stuff on the weekends, and don't just, jump ship. Ooh, I see we got 3 likes too. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Just helps wake up the algo, brings more people, which is always great. We always like more people, more conversation. But if you can start doing just some real small stuff. It always that training, right? It's that muscle memory, right? It's just like riding a bike. It just you're learning little nuggets, and of course, if you're doing it long enough, maybe over the weekend or something or after hours, you might kind of go, yeah, you know what, man, I don't know if I'm really interested in doing this for a career or the customers, or maybe the garage smell a little funky or something. You don't like it. You never know. Korean says, where do you live? So we, or the company and everything, myself is in Michigan. So United States of America, in Michigan, Muskegon, kind of by the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan. I'm actually sitting waiting. It's actually I'm by a lake right now. It's actually this is Mona Lake. Sky says it was pouring earlier. Man, pouring sounds kind of good to some degree instead of the cold. Oh, the cold. Okay, so Bliss says, what's your channel about? So I do, my channel is basically kind of all over the map, right? So I do basically, most of the content here is for garage doors, service base, but I think it kind of covers a lot. I think we're all kind of like cousins, right? In the industry of like lawn care, tow truck drivers, you name it, right? If you're a service base, we can all kind of relate. Otherwise, I do the rentals and stuff like that too. I do have a few other businesses, but mainly this channel, I talk about the garage doors, trying to help people get into the business. Any kind of questions and stuff they have, they always normally can get a hold of me, and I try to help walk them through it a little bit. I love the teaching. I love people. I love learning myself, and I love helping. You know what I mean? Rusty's on. Rusty, you can't be on here yet. It's too early. It's too early. It's got to be what time over there? Rusty, what time is it over there for you? At 2? 1 o'clock? 1:30? Let's see here. Welcome, Rusty. What's the channel about? 7 Bowl here in Brazil Point, Minnesota. Oh, 7 below. All right. You win. You win the trophy. 17 degrees. I'll take it over here. But 7? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need it any colder, man. It's got to be. I'm sure Rusty's feeling, he's probably got the cold too going on. Rusty says, Dave, I'm just finishing that 14 by 12.6. He says, and you started in, you're sitting in the heat. I know. I'm so sorry. I can, here, I'll roll the window down there. The window's down. Yeah, I'm experiencing it. Put that back up. I'm sorry. I know. I get it, man. That cold. That's some cold stuff. Stack that door faster. Stack that. Rusty, what do you got though, Rusty? Don't you got like a little buddy heater or something you were telling me? And like today is when I want my torpedo, not the torpedo heater. Rusty is going back to work. All right, Rusty. Sounds good, man. Gotta pay those bills, man. Gotta make that money. Bliss 94. What does an average garage door cost in states? Just had one here in Germany. Germany. It all depends. Like a 60 by 7 garage, non-insulated, probably $1,200-$1,500 to $5,000. Insulated is a door. But it doesn't seem like nowadays much goes under $1,000. You know what I mean? Even small doors, they might range $8,000-$9,000, but everything's pretty much 1,000 on up for dollars. 406, what I'm called. Is that Rusty guy there? What's this? Sky says I'm 3,600. Jack Chef with 889 LM all button control. He says 827. He says buzzing. So, wait, huh? Oh, we reconnected. Hopefully reconnected. I hit the reconnect button. I'm sorry. The 5G, I cannot stand 5G. 5G is just normally horrible. But Sky, it'd be cool, Sky, if you could take some video of that, you know what I mean, of that problem you're having with it. I'm kind of interested to see, because I have heard some stuff, like I heard some of you guys talking about the wall buttons having issues, and they're opening the garage doors randomly. Like, that's nuts. So, there's so many things. Like I said, I was even mentioning, I think last night, about the mechanic, right? The mechanic was saying they're having more warranty work than they ever have, just because the quality of parts are just beyond. I mean, I'm watching a guy last night talk about connecting rods, right, inside of a combustion motor for a Kubota, and he can't find the bushings, right, that are the right size. He has to literally buy the whole connecting rod, which was like $400 and some per connecting rod, versus the bushings. And I mean, I'm just sitting there just going, this poor man, and he's a machinist, right? I mean, he's a pro of a pro of a pro. And he's like, he just can't. He's like, how am I supposed to get this right? He's like, when these tolerances, he's like literally taking the, what is it, the piston, I don't know if it's the wrist pin or whatever, but he's like got slop in it. And he's like, I can't let that go out the door. And I'm like, heck no, he can't. 406 when I'm cold. Sky says Rusty chairs. Rusty's got, hey Sky, Dabs here says, I'm just putting in a 14-foot opener with a lift. He says, I have, what is it, smoked fat one, so I'm feeling good. Much love, Dave. Man, doing that. Are you doing it by yourself, that 14? And and he says, opener with a lift. It's doable. It's doable. Or stay connected, 5G. 5G. Issue. Why? This guy's got amazing. It reconnected. Good. You're back. Awesome. Question: do you know if you like make sure we're still on here? I see this little thing doing something down here. It's like you quite because I'm not opposed to that. I do stuff with like Papa Tony and or any of you guys too. Like I said, if you guys ever want to do the live or you think of something you want to talk about, I'd love to chat with you. You know what I mean? So that's fine too. I don't know if you're talking to like FaceTime. I'll text it to you. Ooh, all right, Sky. Thanks, man. Thanks for sending it. I love pictures. Pictures just help. We had an issue today. I'll tell you the one issue. I guess one of our mechanics put a vehicle, and so Cap was asking me. I guess the one vehicle ended up basically, I love how he put it, right? He said it basically had a seizure. And so half of the lights were working on one side and stuff. And so I don't know if it's a mechanic. And so I'm like, is it something you can send me a picture? Well, they sent me a picture or a video. The tech did, which is good. I don't know how bad it is. You know what I mean? Like, how important is the vehicle right now? I told them, I said, you might want to have the vehicle, like, gut some of the stuff out and have it get cleaned in detail. Because I'm just telling you, you can call me crazy, right? But I'm sure you all experience it too, right? When you go into a nice, clean garage, you don't even have to be super clean, but it's organized and stuff is just properly placed, you do a better job. But if you go into a garage and it's like, oh my gosh, and there's cat doo and there's dog poo and you know what I mean? And it's just like, you're like, I'm throwing a cable on this thing and I'm getting the heck out of here. I'm not spraying, I'm not talking, I'm not chilling, I'm not, I'm out of here. Reconnect. I'm sorry. So pictures. Just by myself. Ooh, Dad, man. Yeah, man, you better probably smoke another one, man. Because if you're doing it by yourself, I want to be numb. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff can be, all crouched over, running the lift, getting that thing up there. Thank goodness for a scissor lift, man. I tell you what, though, those things are amazing. I love scissor lifts. I don't think I hear what you're answered because of the stream. What you were talking about. Stop it. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi. It seemed like I thought I was trying to pick up maybe somebody's Wi-Fi around here, so that's why I was glitching, but it's 5G, man. I'm not impressed. Not impressed with 5G. Probably do about another 5 minutes and I'll have to hit the snow. Dab says you wouldn't want to do it by yourself. I don't know. Dab, it's a good question. I look at it like this. I'd rather be doing it with you, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I look at it like that. I like working with people that are willing to learn and want to do things. You know what I mean? I'd rather just I'd probably do it that way. I'd do it by myself if I have to. If I got to, I will, man. I tell you what, a scissor lift, ratchet straps, you can go a long ways. You know what I mean? You can do a lot of stuff with ratchet strap and angle iron. I've done a lot of angle iron bolted to the top of the rails for my springs, right? So I'm not sitting there trying to hold them by myself, or even when I'm working, buddy. I'm always surprised I don't see a gizmo that kind of extends out and you can lift that helps assist on that kind of stuff. Elevators are amazing. Sorry to ask you again, but do you take video requests? I guess so. Like I said, I don't really know what you mean. If you're talking more like a FaceTime, you're at a job, or if you do If you're talking like you want to come on the channel or something like that. So I say yes. I mean, just email me. You can always email at the Daveadubson at gmail.com. I typically put in all my video description below for people to find. Otherwise, you know, in that way too, once I kind of know you, I don't like today's kind of early. So there's been a weird shift. I don't try to put my number out too much, but a lot of guys got my number. So they can always text me and stuff like that. But no, you're good. Like I said, I know this stream is so messed up. I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah, I see it, Sky. I'll check it out here shortly. Text you that wall button video. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I love that kind of stuff because that keeps me informed too, right? So when I come across the guys or when I'm on the channel or I'm going, you know, this is what I'm hearing from people, the issues, even the guys right at the shop. It's like, you know, if they'll message me on stuff too, and they're like, hey man, have you ever seen this? And I'm like, I haven't personally experienced it, but I know guys that have, and I know you got to replace that thing or do this or do that. It's good to stay up on all that because, you know, we don't, unfortunately, like mechanics, we don't have like a text, or what do they call it? Oh, I'm thinking of the word. What's the word? They have some bulletin, right? Some bulletin they can go to, and it tells them all kinds of problems and how people resolved it across like the nation, right? So that's kind of convenient. But anywho, have to keep it short. I'm gonna hit the road, hit the snow. I'm gonna hit the snow, and I'm sorry, Rusty, that you're in the cold. I hope that door went up fast for you. Sky, thanks for being here, kind of watching out. If we had to get the whip out for anybody, and thanks for also sending me that text. I'll check it out and I'll get back to you on it once I get to see it. So otherwise, it's starting to snow again. It is snowing. You want to see a little peek? I'm looking at the lake today. Let's take a little peeky here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not zooming. Focus, you stinker. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little view of the lake today. Can't go wrong. It's not frozen yet. Probably won't be either. There you go. The lake view. We have a lot of them. All right, guys. I'm jumping off. Text you. Have a great day, everyone. Rock it. That's right. Thanks, Guy. We'll see you later. Take care. Keep your fingers. It's cold out. They might just fall off. So we'll see you.